Chapter 35. I hated myself in the morning. I overslept by half an hour. I felt tired and achy and mean, and my eyes felt as if a sandman had left dunes in them. I'm the kind of person who can survive on a few hours of sleep for 1 or 2 nights in a row. I hadn't slept more than 5 hours a night in over a week, and it was beginning to take its toll. I was a zombie, the undead. I stubbed the living daylights out of my right big toe, feeling my way along the wall to the bathroom. I cut myself twice shaving with an electric. I had no time to eat. I gulped down 3 raw eggs and 2 time-release megavitamin capsules, washed it all down with a half glass of slightly sour low-fat milk, and called it breakfast. When I got to Santa Monica Boulevard, it looked like a parking lot. Still life with automobiles. And I said, uh-oh, this is going to be some day. When I finally got to work, some 25 minutes late, I found that the law firm of Cohen, Nelson, Bieberman, and Schwartz had declared National Drive a male secretary to the very edge of suicide day. My old buddy Sylvia was out sick with an unspecified ailment that, given Syl's history, I can only suspect amounted to an overwhelming desire to spend the day at the beach. Sylvia, who worked an average of 1 Friday per month, seemed to have personally instituted the 4-day work week and neglected to inform the labor board or the law firm of Cohen, Nelson, Bieberman, and Schwartz. This left yours truly to handle all the work for all 5, count 'em folks, 5 lawyers. I was on my knees half the day, up and down the halls like Jesse Owens, running errands, distributing mail, making and pouring enough coffee to sink the Bismarck. The other half of the day was spent typing my little fingers to bloody nubs. Letters, memoranda, and legal documents danced through my typewriter in an endless conga line of letterhead. Telephone calls overlapped each other like the hits on a top 40 radio station. I never managed to take lunch. When, sometime around 2 in the afternoon, Bernie Bieberman managed to find me behind an Everest of paperwork, answering 9 telephone lines with one hand and typing a 7-page interoffice communication with the other, when he actually found the unmitigated balls to ask, "Johnny Ray, are you busy?" I drew a long, deep breath. Slowly I turned, step by step, inch by inch, and quietly suggested that Bernie consider the permanent cerebral damage that might be incurred from a merciless bludgeoning with an IBM Selectric 2 self-correcting typewriter. He retreated quickly. By the end of the day, our boy was dead. We're talking doornail material. Paul McCartney striding barefoot across the Abbey Road album could not have been more dead. In fact, legend has it, if you play Boogie Wonderland by Earth, Wind, and Fire backwards at 33 and a half, you can hear me saying, "Jesus Christ, am I ever beat." I crawled into my apartment, hunger and fatigue fighting it out for control of my body. Fatigue won by a TKO, and I crumpled into bed for a few precious minutes of rest before going to Sawyer's and attempting to pass off one sorry piece of human wreckage as an entertainer. I felt only slightly better a scant 2 hours and no dinner later, sitting at a back table at Sawyer's, clutching a cup of coffee and wishing only that I could shoot it directly into my bloodstream. Snooky massaged my shoulders with his strong, long-fingered hands. As I was nearly numb with fatigue, I did not actually feel it, but it was a nice gesture. "Oh, Snooks," I moaned, "just shoot me. Shoot me now. They shoot horses, don't they? Jane Fonda told me they really do shoot horses." "Now don't worry, honey," Snooky said. "I could wheel you on stage in a deep coma with your IVs in every orifice, and you'd still give a good performance. You'll get through it." I got through it. I staggered up to the mic stand, grabbed onto it for dear life, and went on automatic pilot for 3 full sets. I haven't any idea what I sang that night, or if I was even passably good, but I got through it. I made no attempt to circulate after the show. I'm not sure I even said goodnight to Snooky. I sleepwalked to my car, fell behind the wheel, and somehow made it to Keith's. Keith greeted me at the door with his big arms full of hugs and his lips fairly dripping with kisses. I yawned hello and collapsed into Keith's arms, wanting nothing so much as to fall asleep against Keith's chest. Keith's earth-tone modular sofa was singing Circe's solo, and I answered the call, making a beeline to the couch, plopping onto it and kicking the loafers off my poor tired feet. "I bought a nice Chardonnay," Keith said, seemingly oblivious to the fact that I was about to be declared legally dead. "I'll get it. Be right back," he said, heading for the kitchen. "Don't go away." In lieu of a reply, my mouth flew open in a yawn I could barely cover with both hands, and I settled back into the sofa cushions. I closed my eyes and yawned again, making no attempt to cover it. He couldn't have been gone for more than a minute or two.